March the 3rd. It has been a long day already. So many people wanted breakfast and we were running in circles in the shape of squares, pushing out eggs and breads and pastries and for some reason, burgers? So I will try and keep this short. But I like sharing these tidbits of knowledge too much to not come here every evening. And imagine everyone would be aware of how thoughts are shaped, how we create our own realities that are as diverse as people are, and how we, but also others, can reach into the process and change really the world. We could be so much more strategic in creating what we want. Some are, and that's the scary thing. What I'm talking about today has been long taught at academies that shape conservative politicians. It all starts with the understanding that all politics is based on moral concepts. All politics is moral. Morality is about well-being, which is registered chemically in the brain. Moral concepts are mostly learned in childhood as primary, that means embodied metaphors. We are talking about things like morality is purity, upstanding, light, beauty, wealth, obedience and nurture. The moral concepts of stricture and nurture lead to the two main political views, conservatism and progressivism. The circuits that have shaped in our brains, making us either or, are opposites. To switch sides literally means to change the brain. Make certain circuits dissolve because of disuse and shape others by strengthening them through repeated activation. Stick a pin in that because I will come back here. Most people are not strictly either or. Figured that already, I guess. These biconceptualists have both moral systems at once and apply them via neural binding to different issues. This is possible because the circuits for these opposite moral systems are mutually inhibitory, like muscles. You flex your muscle, the other muscle on the other side has to loosen or it wouldn't work. The same thing happens here. Once one system is activated, the other one is turned off. Both can't be activated at the same time. Both moral concepts use their own metaphors. I talked about how we shape thoughts with metaphors yesterday, so go back if you're not knowing what I'm talking about, which involves frame knowledge. Now frames. Every word in every language belongs to a frame or several that structure the word. Hearing the word car will activate the vehicle frame and you will think not just car and vehicle but also ship, rocket, van, truck, suburban, green, beetle, whatever. Sounds a bit like this test Trump was touting about. Man, woman, comma, cucumber. Yes, that's it. So, you can't think without frames. Frames are hierarchical from the general vehicle to the specific van. And the next level would be something like slow truck or something. Every word from every level will activate the whole shebang, the whole frame. And even when you negate the word, I am no car, it will activate the whole frame because you mentioned the word car. Every activation of a frame strengthens said frame. And we return to the pin. Because imagine you are a progressive lady wanting to convince a swing voter, independent, moderate, you name it, a biconceptual person to join the dark side because we got cookies and even burger. What do we usually do because we are so enamored with enlightenment reason? We try to reason. mostly by debunking all the lies told by Trump and co. And that's a full-time job. But to debunk a lie, you can't but use the language of a lie. You can't debunk a lie without mentioning the lie. Words activate frames, metaphors, moral circuits. Their moral circuits? What inhibits the use of progressive moral circuits? The activation enforces their circuits, weakens those from our side, and you just helped Trump. To affect a biconceptual, stick with your side's language, and those activate and strengthen the connected moral system, and only that. But as a very first step, figure out how you divide up. Wouldn't that be interesting? Get to know you, also known as think. Make a habit out of thinking. Turn thinking into movement. Like, comment, share, and as always, thank you for gifting me with a few minutes of your most precious, your lifetime.